Hola, angelitos. So, today we are going to learn about participles. Okay, this is new stuff for you. You've never learned it before. So, first of all, here we've got many adjectives in Spanish are actually past participles of verbs. For example, if I said, El perro está sentado, okay, that means that the dog is seated. Okay, we use that as an adjective, but actually that's a past participle. So what do? We use a star plus the past participle. It's used to describe what? It's used to describe the state of things or how things seem right now or right at the moment, but not necessarily permanently. Okay? So, moving on. How do we form a past participle? Well, to form a past participle for an AR verb, what you do is you take off your AR and you add ADO. It's kind of like when we added ando and yendo. Well, this is ado, and then the ER and IR are actually the same, so you have IDO, IDO. So, if you wanted to do an AR verb like decorar, decorar in the past participle would be decorado. And what does that mean? It means decorated. If you want to do any ER, IR verb, okay, so for example, let's choose preferir, or no, let's choose conocer, okay, the participle would be conocido. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean the ed because you don't say he knowed, but you say he like was known. We actually saw that in our Primera Vista translation with mero. Okay? The past participle is frequently used with what verb? Well, it's used with the verb estar. So the windows are closed. How do you translate that? You say las ventanas. Oh my gosh, what am I writing? Sorry. Las ventanas están. What's to close? It's cerrar. So this is cerradas. The painter is seated. Okay? El pintor está sentado. So, what do we notice right there? Okay, I've got las ventanas and el pintor. Notice my participles, cerradas and sentado. So, what have I noticed about that? Well, past participles agree with the subject in number and gender. Okay, this means number and gender. I looked hard for those illustrations. So, how do you say the boys are seated? If the painter is seated as this, the boys are seated. You have los chicos, and then están, and then seated now for los chicos is going to be sentados with an os. Notice the os, and os all go together. So, how do you say the lady is asleep? La mujer. You go ahead. What do you think it's going to be? You try and write it. Está don't stem change that. Dormida. It's a because of la mujer. Okay? That's it for past participles. However, rebeldes, don't forget we have some rebels. Okay? So the first one you have is abrir. Abrir is not just abrido, it's going to be abierto. 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 Broken is roto. ROTO. Poner becomes puesto. Hacer becomes hecho. De ser becomes dicho. Ver becomes visto, V-I-S-T-O. Resolver becomes R-E-S-U-E-L-T-O. Resuelto. Morir, muerto. Escribir, escrito. Envolver, vuelto. Okay? So, do you know what those mean? You should. You should be able to say what those mean into English. Okay? So, we're going to be checking for that on Monday. Make sure, you might even want to write them for yourself. Abrir, what would that mean? Well, it's a regular one in English. So, abrir means opened. Romper, romper means to break. So, you say breaked? No, you say it's what? It's broke or broken. Something is open. The window is opened. The window was opened. The bone was broken. Okay? That's how you go through and figure out which ones they are. Then, what you need to do, don't forget for homework, I also want you to complete these. So, how do you say the windows are, or las ventanas están romper? Ding, ding, ding. That's a rebelde. So, you're going to go rotas, okay, AS, because of las ventanas. Remember romper. And then you have to write the translation here. The windows are broken. Okay? And you need to finish off the rest of those, 1 through 10. Okay? I will be checking that on Monday. Muchas gracias.